Hi everyone, you're here sewing with Cody and Pete, and in today's video we are working on the Bernette Sew&Go 1, and I'm going to show you how to clean and oil your machine. And as always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and don't forget to check out my Instagram page. So let's get started. So here we're at the Bernette, so we want to basically take the section down here apart to be able to clean and oil the machine, which is something you should do periodically. You want to make sure your machine is clean from lint and debris, but also nice and lubricated because we are dealing with metal components. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this front cover off, and here is where all our little goodies are, and this is where you can find your little brush and your little oil pen. And you can use any sewing machine oil and any type of cleaning brush. It's really not that big of a deal to use what came with it, because it did come with just a tiny little brush, which does work. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the little door here, and we're going to start taking this out. So let's take a closer look. So here we've got the door open. So let's take out our bobbin and bobbin case. So you can grab this little lever, and it comes out nice and easy. We'll set that to the side. And here we have little brackets on the side holding in this cover. So we're going to move it one over to the left, one over to the right, and this will come forward. And on a machine that's been used, you'll have lint and debris all around here. So you're going to want to clean all that lint and debris off of this. And then you can take this little guy out. And so here there'll be lint and stuff, dirt and grime all around here. It depends on how long it's been since you cleaned it. So you want to get in there and clean all the lint out. But something else we're going to need is this little guy. So what we're going to do with this is how we're going to remove this stitch plate. So we're going to take this here and loosen. The screws. And once you have them loose, you can just remove them with your finger. So here we can take the stitch plate off, and there may be lint around the feed dog. So just kind of clean all that up. You want it nice and clean. And then we're going to take a little oil pen. So if it's the first time you're using it, it is sealed. So you're going to want to take a little, like a straight pin or something, to penetrate that hole. Let's see. You don't want a very big hole. You don't want oil gushing out of here. So what we can do is we're going to put oil right in here, because that's exactly where this rides. This is going to rotate in there. So you want to make sure that's nice and lubricated. And so we're going to put everything back now. That's all you really have to do when it comes to lubricating the machine. So if it helps, you can tilt the machine back a little bit, just so you can set this right in here. So what you're going to do is this piece here is the other half, essentially, to this half circle that you just put in there. So that kind of gives you an idea of where to place this. So you've got half of a circle here and kind of the other half here. So this is going to go directly across from there. Just to give you a better visual. So just like that, it'll set just in there. And now we're going to take this piece, this being the top, it's going to go right at the top. So you can see here where those little notches are. That's where these little brackets are going to hold this piece in. So we're just going to set it in here. Let's see. Just like that. So it's nice and flush. And then you should be able to close these with just a little bit of pressure. It shouldn't require a lot of force. If it's requiring a lot of force to close those little brackets, it means it's not in there flush. So what I always recommend people doing is once they have this portion in, I recommend you go to the side of your machine where the hand wheel is and turn the hand wheel. This should move very smoothly. If it's really tight, it means something may not be in there properly. And you want to make sure it's in there properly when you're just turning the hand wheel, opposed to having the machine come down with stronger force and potentially breaking something. So now once you have this back on, now we can put our stitch plate back on the machine. Okay, so you just set this in like this, and we'll take our little screws and then just screw it right back on. So now once you have your stitch plate back on and everything back in, like I took my foot off, my presser foot off, just to make it a little bit easier to remove the stitch plate. So I can put that back on, and now I can put my bobbin and bobbin case back in. And that's it. So that's how you clean and oil your bernette Sew&Go. So if you liked the video, if it was helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, and as always, happy sewing.